guys, welcome back to Höga Kusten, Sweden, or the High Coast as it is also called. I'm on week 9 when it comes to recovery, and since, I don't know, almost like 2 weeks ago I've been jogging regularly. Obviously last weekend I was up in the Scan snowboarding, and if you haven't seen that video you might want to check it out, because it is one of the best movies or videos I've made, I think, so far, edit wise. But yeah, my physical state is terrible. It is not good at the moment, since I've been basically doing almost nothing for 2 months, and yeah, that takes its toll in the way of fitness. But I'm out here running. I have not given up, and I'm still intending to do the High Coast Ultra, or Höga Kusten Ultra, the 18th of June. So that gives us basically 2 months to get fit enough to run 75 kilometers. And had I been a rookie runner, I would never have done something like this. I've never even considered entering the race. Since I have something like 2 years of training in my body, I can really tell when I'm running that all the tendons are pretty much already accustomed to running, so it's more or less only a matter of getting fit enough to run the ultra. And hell, if I can't run it, I'll just walk the remainder of the race from where I basically just run out of fuel. For you who maybe do not know me or haven't watched my other videos, I broke my collarbone 2 months ago in a snowboarding accident. I have that video somewhere on the channel as well. In a single break of the bone, or a single fracture, you basically just spend a couple of weeks of training and then you can just go back to normal. However, this fracture was not singular but plural in nature. So I broke my collarbone up here and then down there as well, so that kind of sucked. So I needed surgery, and sensitive viewers, be advised, this is the scar. So it's pretty nasty, you know, but it's still healing, but it's all good, you know. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just itching every now and then, and I can feel the metal plate that is screwed onto the bone to keep it in place. I can feel it chafing against the skin at times, and while running it doesn't hurt at all. So that was basically why I went out for my first run 3 weeks into recovery, and that wasn't really smart, because that really kicked back the rehab process by maybe 1 or 2 weeks. So don't do that. Take the sufficient time that you need to recovery before you go out and run again, especially on hard surfaces. Now this is trail running, so it's kind of easy on the limbs. But would I take a fall out here, that would be absolutely devastating. So I'm taking it very easy, not rushing anything, not pushing myself, just doing my thing and enjoying nature, you know, because why not, you know, we're in the middle of a forest, spring has come to Norrland, the northern parts of Sweden, and yeah, we do have some bits of snow every here and there, so we're basically waiting for grass to turn green and flowers to arrive, but that will probably be, I don't know, 2 more weeks or something like that. During this stage of recovery, it's more or less just a matter of time on your feet, you know, letting your feet and legs and knees get back into running. And it doesn't matter, to me at least, whether if I'm running, walking or hiking, it's all good, you know. Any kind of exercise will be beneficial in the long term. So, about the surgery, the doctors opened me up, and then they took the 3 broken bone parts, they screwed them together with 1 steel plate and then a couple of screws. So my shoulder is kind of numb actually. I guess they've cut off a couple of nerves and stuff, and probably some muscle tissue as well, which is healing at the moment. So that's basically why I don't feel all that much down here. I guess they ruptured the nerve or damaged the nerve or something like that. Usually I film with a GoPro camera with a selfie stick, but since I can't put any serious weight on the shoulder, that means I can't bring a race vest with me, so can't really bring a GoPro pole with me. So that's why I'm filming while holding the camera, but it's all good. Hopefully the video footage isn't all that shaky, but I kinda suspect it will be, so my apologies, dear viewers. So anyway, we made it up to a lake called Hamtjärn, and this is how it looks at the moment in the middle of April. I was actually up here in January doing some cross-country skiing around the lake. Almost I got frostbite in one of my toes because I had tied my boots too tight. So yeah, that was a bit of an issue. So fitness wise, I guess we're back to where I was roughly 1 year ago. Slightly overweight. I gained a few kilograms, or maybe something like 5 from the injury, from basically just sitting inside eating ice cream and other unhealthy things. But I guess that's okay if you're injured, you know. Yeah, we're basically set back with almost 1 year weight wise, but fitness wise, I don't know, I think we've lost something like 3 months. I feel the same kind of sensations that I felt in December, basically when the season was starting to come to an halt and it began to get really cold outside. I started running shorter distances, so I kind of lost the fitness a little bit, at least for the longer distances. And yeah, so we have a few things to work on, but nothing major, you know. Lose a few pounds and keep on running. And maybe the most important, don't fall. Because on a trail like this, a fall could be pretty devastating. But that's what I like about trail running. You know, it has that edge. You know, if you fuck up, you fuck up good. And what you do is that you prepare your body for it. Not getting injured, but you accustom it to the rough running. And where I used to roll an ankle really easily before, that's not something that happens any longer, because I've been running on these terrains packed with roots and rocks. So rolling an ankle is something that you do very often. You know, you twist them a little bit every time you're out here. So anyway, I guess that's it for me today. Don't want to bore you all that much. So roughly 45 minutes later, I ran 6.11 kilometers. Oh, look at that, a deer. That's cool. Maybe you couldn't see it. It just crossed the path. I might have spooked it when I started talking to the camera. So yeah, not a cool result by any stretch of the imagination, but it's humbling. You know, I did 7.25 minutes per kilometer. So what's that? Maybe 11-minute miles or something like that. But then again, that is expected when you bring a camera with you to vlog the whole thing. It's definitely humbling, and I have a lot to work on in order to get fit enough to run an ultra in 2 months. Maybe it's not doable, but as I said, I intend to try. In the worst case scenario, I'll hike the whole thing, or I'll hike maybe 40% of it and be satisfied with that. The main idea was that I was to have a good 3-month training block in preparation for the race, lose maybe a few kilos, and then just come as fit as I could be to the starting line on the 18th of June. Now that's not going to happen, but I'm never a person who says no to a challenge, so I am going to try. So wish me luck, and if you want to come along on the journey, you're free to do so. Naturally, I'll bring the camera with me and shoot the whole thing come race day. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. As always, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate all the support that I always get online and stuff. So yeah, I love you guys. Take care.